I've been outspoken my whole life, and it gets me in a lot of trouble. I'm enthusiastic about the cultural shift that's happening in America right now. Women are speaking up. People are believing them. What a concept. Yeah, and it's weird for me to watch because I've been this way my whole life. I've literally spent my whole life with people calling me a cunt, and in the last year, I'm suddenly inspiring. She's so strong and brave and forward. Like, I was like, no, I'm just kind of being a bitch. But I've been that way my whole life. And I wanted to share this story just to prove how this is how I've always been. So when I was 13, 13 is like the time where they're not certain of themselves. I'm sure you guys think about when you were 13. Awkward, uncertain, you're just always looking for acceptance. Like, that's common, that's normal. Like I said, I've been this way since I was little. I've been obsessed with like the word bitch since I was little. First time I ever got suspended was in 5th grade because I was just like putting cuss words on a piece of paper. And I was a good kid. I just like cuss words. I'm fascinated by them. They're so funny, they're so powerful, and they're just words, right? So when I was 13, like I said, I talked the way I talk now. And my group of friends give me this letter. And back in 98 and 97, it was like, everybody would like write, the computers were like finally popping. So everybody's like writing letters to each other. And it's all folded up in that like fake origami bullshit. Remember that rectangle that like folded onto the side? It was like, that was pretty easy, but that was the only thing we did. So I read this letter from the bus to my house, and it's like, "Dear Marcella, we really like being your friend. You're so funny, you're so outgoing, but we really don't like it when you call us bitches and hoes. We know you're joking when you say it, but we really need you to say you're just kidding every time you call us bitches and hoes. Sincerely, whoever the fuck I was friends with at the time." I tried to cry about it. I was like, I'm supposed to be sad about this. Couldn't make it work. Wasn't happening. Sat on the letter all weekend. Monday, I go to the quad. Like, everybody has that spot where they all link up with their homies before school starts. So I find them. I walk up all somber and shit. And they're like, "Hey, Marcella, did you read the letter?" I was like, "Yeah, I read the letter." I'm like, "What'd you think?" "I'm really going to take it into consideration. I'm really going to make sure I consider your feelings in the future when I speak. You bunch of bitches and hoes." "Just kidding. Fuck you." I flipped them off and I was like, "We are never going to be friends again, ever." And that's the story of how you can't change me, bitch. You can't change me.